Princess Kalina of Bulgaria is one of the most eccentric royals in the world.
Princess Kalina is known for her interesting sense of fashion and her royal status. However, the princess had an experience that changed her forever. You are about to discover how the beautiful princess' fate changed into something tragic, a sad transformation. Princess Kalina of Bulgaria had a few changes in her physique that surprised people. She is known for her outstanding, out-of-the-box fashion styles, so no one ever focused too much on what she wore or how she looked. But on the 29th of May, 2024, Princess Kalina shocked the people with her appearance. Kalina appeared at the ceremony to re-enter the ashes of Bulgaria's first king, Tsar Ferdinand I of Bulgaria. Attention was drawn to her black and white dress that revealed her shoulders. The outfit highlighted the princess's well-defined muscles and almost athletic appearance. She stood alongside her husband, Antonio José Quitin Muñoz, and her son, Simeon Hassan Muñoz. Her tinted and unnatural orange-color hair and waist-cinched dress were not the focus. Instead, her muscles had fans wondering how long the princess had had this new look and what her husband thought about it. Kalina is a unique kind of royal. She is the only daughter and fifth child of King Simeon and Queen Margarita. She has an avid interest in the arts. She graduated from the Lycée Français and finished her studies at the English College in Madrid. She got a degree in art history from a London university. In a biography by the Vrana Palace, they disclose that the princess is very interested in Bulgarian national embroideries, buckles, crafts, and costumes. She applies most of the traditional apparel in her modern fashion style. Kalina has been seen wearing Bulgarian designs passed down from her mother. This is not Kalina's first time causing a media frenzy from her looks alone. In the early 2000s, she looked like she had spent a few days under a plastic surgeon's operating lights. Her appearance was dramatically altered. Her husband, Quitin, heard rumors about an alleged botched cosmetic procedure. He revealed that his wife's new appearance was an unfortunate consequence of an accident that happened when she was a child. All the absurd theories of Kalina's different operations and aesthetic treatments are nothing more than misinformation, Quitin shared. Kalina had gotten in an accident at the age of 8. It led to the loss of 2 front teeth. In 1999, Kalina thought it was time to fix the dental mess she had been stuck with since the accident. She sought the help of a dentist to replace her broken teeth with crowns. There were complications. The procedure led to an infection, and it in turn spread into her nasal cartilage. Kalina and her adventurous husband, Quitin, were at sea on an expedition when the infection worsened. Describing the incident, Quitin said, "The impossibility of going to a hospital and the conditions at sea caused the infection to progress and worsen, affecting part of her eye. The infection did its due diligence before it could reach a doctor." Kalina was left with a face slightly altered from the one everyone knew her for. It caused cosmetic damage, which was not important at that time since the vital thing was to save the eye and nose from the infection, her husband explained. The rest of the world thought that a princess would pass on an opportunity to have a perfect face. Princess Kalina did not care about it. She had only been faced with a sad fate. Regardless of her situation, her fashion choices remain as distinct as ever. The princess has been seen sporting cornrows, a mohawk, and a couple of other hairstyles that are not synonymous with princesses. Princess Kalina has also been charged with driving under the influence in 2023. She is a far cry away from the conventional princess. In 2023, Kalina received an 8-month driving ban after being caught driving under the influence of alcohol and crashing into another vehicle. Royalty is nowhere above the law. The ruling, handed down by the court in Samokov, included a fine of 200 Bulgarian lev and a substantial payment of over 17,000 Bulgarian lev to cover the damages incurred from the car accident she was involved in. In 2006, she drew everyone's attention at the silver wedding anniversary celebration of Grand Duke Henri of Luxembourg. She wore a risque bralette and lace skirt. She had spider-like eyeliner on her eyes and cherry red lipstick. A swathe of black fabric rested on her head, and in that moment, she looked like a Gothic swan. In 2010, You could find her adorned with one of her eclectic sunglasses, wearing a sequin-adorned garment with chunky biker boots. She visited Madrid, Spain in December 2014 with her husband, Kitlin. She was dressed in the usual Kalina fashion. For the 25th anniversary of King Juan Carlos's father's death, she wore reflective sunglasses and all-black apparel, with cornrows to complement the entire look. She looked perfect for a sci-fi lead. Princess Kalina has a stunning collection of sporty visor sunglasses. She also has a lot of statement footwear. She follows a strict workout routine and derives happiness from being active in the gym. Kitil loves adventuring, so he understands what it means to have a passion for something. Her muscular arms are not the reason for intense media scrutiny. She is only sticking to the things she loves. According to sources, her husband praised her excellent physical shape. Keelan says her good nutrition and daily training are reflected in her face. Although this transformation might seem strange to many, it is a welcome change for Kalina's family. Princess Kalina's early years and marriage. Princess Kalina was born on the 19th of January, 1972. She is the only daughter of Bulgarian royals. In 2002, Princess Kalina married Antonio Jose, a Spanish sea navigator and explorer and UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador. The couple welcomed their son, Simeon Hassan, in March 2007. Kalina disclosed that Simeon speaks 5 languages fluently. This includes Bulgarian, Spanish, English, French, and Arabic. Princess Kalina's wedding may have been a private ceremony, not so much a spoken-about ceremony, but it is unique, just like the princess's personality. Her wedding day was a flurry of Bulgarian culture. Her wedding dress was a cream-colored 2-piece wedding dress with a jacket. The entire fit was complemented with embroidery, bands, white sandals, and a belt. It looked quite similar to the national dress of Bulgaria. The dress was a Bulgarian design and was inspired by Bulgarian folk costume. She looked like a true Bulgarian princess. The dress is a nod to Bulgarian culture's history and traditional beliefs. Kalina donated her gown to the National Historical Museum of Bulgaria, a tradition that her predecessors kept steadfastly until recently. The dress was placed among other items that once belonged to the Bulgarian royal family. Princess Maria Luisa, grandmother of King Simeon, gave away the branch of flowers she used on her wedding day. It also rests in the museum to be displayed on occasion. Princess Kalina received a gift for her respect for tradition. This was a replica of an ancient boat found in the Aegean Sea that is over 7,000 years old. The boat is now in the Historical Museum. Princess Kalina's wedding banquet took place in the Palace of Tsarska Bystritska, and a Bulgarian chef, Danail Danailov, served everyone. The wedding was an event overflowing with food and drinks. The traditional Bulgarian brandy called rayika was served at the entrance, alongside a first serving of skopska salad. The main meal served for lunch was the moussaka. For dessert, crepes with fruit jam were served. These were Princess Kalina's favorites. Every meal was served in elegant porcelain. Everyone at the palace could assert that it was a fancy royal wedding, although some people have expressed their distaste for the choice of food and the bride's dress. The day remained one of Kalina's happiest days. Before revealing more about the princess, let's review her heritage. The Bulgarian monarchy. The Bulgarian monarchy is a unique and interesting piece of history. It was abolished twice. Although Princess Kalina and the rest of the royal family still carry their honorary titles, the Bulgarian monarchy no longer exists. Do you want to know why? Let's take it back to the very beginning with Prince Ferdinand. In the beginning, Prince Ferdinand was crowned the Tsar. Tsar is a term used for kings or royal heads. It was used for emperors in Russia and other South Slavic states. Prince Ferdinand was crowned Tsar because of his military plans and his urge to unite all the lands in the Balkans region under Bulgaria. These lands had previously been taken from Bulgaria and given to the Ottoman Empire in the Treaty of Berlin. He was not only the founder of the monarchy, he was the people's hero. The state of Bulgaria was constantly at war. This was where the country earned its nickname, the Balkan Prussia. For years, an army of 1 million people fought. They were in the First and Second Balkan Wars. They also fought in the First World War. After this, the army was disbanded. Bulgaria had a small population. As of today, they still do. The Allied powers forbade the army's existence, and thus the dream of Prince Ferdinand failed. Not more than 2 decades later, Bulgaria was at war again. The Second World War had begun, and Bulgaria was on the losing side. It switched support on September 1944, and the casualties from the war were significantly less. In 1946, the Bulgarian monarchy was abolished. The People's Republic of Bulgaria replaced the kingdom. The monarchy produced 3 monarchs: Tsar Ferdinand, Tsar Boris, and Tsar Simeon. They ruled from 1861 to 1946. Although the abolishment occurred long ago, the royal household still uses its titles. This is due to a few factors. International law recognizes the right to maintain titles even when the monarchy is abolished, a tradition of passing down hereditary titles, and the continued use of titles as a matter of courtesy and social convention. The Treaty of Vienna in 1815 established that royal titles are hereditary for life, regardless of the fate of the monarchy to which they are attached. There's also a general understanding that referring to royals by their titles is appropriate, even if their country no longer recognizes them. This is a matter of respect and social convention. Thus, the royal legacy of Prince Ferdinand carries on in his grandson, Tsar Simeon, the last Tsar of Bulgaria. A royal family tree. Simeon was king of Bulgaria for 3 years. He was born on the 16th of June, 1937. He ruled between 1943 and 1946. Simeon was handed the reins of power unexpectedly. His father, Tsar Boris, got sick and died at the age of 49. Simeon was only 6 when he began to rule. As a result of his young age and the circumstances surrounding his father's death, a regency council was set up for the young king. His uncle, Prince Kirill, and the prime minister, General Nikamihov, were appointed as regents. As they say, heavy lies the head that wears the crown. Not long into his reign, they were executed in a coup d'etat supported by the Soviet Union. On the 15th of September 1946, the new communist government called a referendum on abolishing the royal family. It turns out no one wanted them in power. The referendum was approved by 96% of voters. Although the results contradicted the constitutional laws of Bulgaria, it was accepted and implemented. After all, what is a kingdom without people willing to be ruled? The royal family was exiled. They stayed in Egypt until they were granted asylum in Spain. Simeon established a business as he aged. He became chairman of the Spanish subsidiary of Thomson. He may have been exiled, but his heart was still home, and Bulgaria was the only home he knew. At 18, he took an oath of servitude to the Bulgarian people. The communist hold on Bulgaria eventually fell, and Simeon was given a Bulgarian passport. He returned to his home country in 1996 and never shared plans of restoring the monarchy. Perhaps he had left the royal life behind him for good. In April 2001, he founded a political party called the National Movement of Simeon II. The party held it down at the elections, and Simeon found a new career path: politics. He served as the Prime Minister of Bulgaria from 2001 to 2005. The party became part of a ruling coalition but fell into oblivion after they lost their final elections in 2009. On the 21st of January, 1962, Simeon married Spanish aristocrat Margarita Gomez Acebo. Together, they gave birth to 5 children: Kardam, Kirill, Kubrat, Konstantin Asen, and Kalina. If Tsaritsa Margarita had married Simeon just a few years earlier, perhaps she would have had a feel of what it was like to be queen. Margarita is called Tsaritsa because of her union with a former king. Margarita was born into an aristocratic Spanish family, with her father being the 4th Marquess of Cortina. Interestingly, during the 1936 Spanish Civil War, her parents and maternal grandmother were arrested and executed by communists. Her family moved around and settled into living with her aunt and uncle. She married Simeon, and they both took residence in the Vrana Palace. Another person to take note of in the Bulgarian family tree is Princess Marie-Louise. She is the older sister of Tsar Simeon and the current head of the House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha-Kohari. This came about because of a change Simeon made to the system. The system of inheritance or primogeniture was agnatic. This means inheritance was passed down to only male heirs. Simeon made the system more absolute. The firstborn, any gender, could receive their rightful inheritance. Like her brother, Marie-Louise went to Egypt to live for a while, and later to Spain. On the 14th of February, 1957, Princess Marie-Louise married Prince Karl of Leiningen. He was the great-great-grandson of the famous Queen Victoria of Britain. The couple produced 2 boys, Prince Boris and Prince Hermann. The marriage was short-lived. They got divorced in 1968. In 1990, Prince Karl passed away. Marie-Louise went on with her life, in search of love. She found this in Bronislaw Krobach, a man from Poland. The duo have been together ever since and have welcomed 2 more children, Princess Alexandra and Prince Paweł. Marie-Louise is now a grandmother to 7 grandchildren. She leads a simple life. Next on the tree is Prince Kardam. Prince Kardam is the first son of Tsar Simeon and Tsaritsa Margarita. He was born on the 2nd of December 1962. He was born after the abolition of the British monarchy. His title as Crown Prince is only used as a form of courtesy. He was born in Madrid, Spain, during his father's exile. He studied agricultural economics at Penn State University in the United States of America. In July 1996, Kardam married Miriam Ungria, a gemologist and jewelry designer. Together, they gave birth to Prince Boris and Prince Beltran. On the 15th of August, 2008, a tragedy struck the royal household. Kardam got involved in a car accident with his wife. Their car collided with a tree and overturned. His wife suffered from a collapsed lung and a few fractures. Kardam had more severe injuries and was placed in an induced coma. Prince Kardam was released from the hospital in 2009. Another major health challenge hit him in 2010, and many thought it was a result of his accident. He got placed in a coma again and died of a lung infection on the 7th of April, 2015. He passed on at the age of 52. Princess Miriam, Kardam's wife, is highly talented in everything gems and jewelry. She launched her collection in 1991. In 2014, she launched her brand, MDEU. She donated some jewelry pieces from her brand to the Jordan National Gallery of Fine Art. After Kardam's death, Miriam remarried. She married Prince Ghazi bin Mohammed, the cousin of Jordan's King Abdullah. Prince Ghazi is 16th in line to the Jordanian throne, and Miriam remains a princess. This time, she is a princess in a ruling monarchy. Prince Kirill is the next focus on the tree. He was born on the 11th of July, 1964. He is the second son of Tsar Simeon and Tsaritsa Margarita. He studied physics at Princeton University and worked for GLG Partners, a branch of Lehman Brothers. He is a big shot on the corporate ladder and is married to Rosario Nadal, an art director and model. Their wedding was dripping with royalty. Members of the Spanish royal family were even in attendance. They have increased their family from 2 to a family of 5, welcoming 3 children, Princess Mafalda Cecilia, Princess Olympia, and Prince Tassilo. By 2009, the couple called it quits. They were done with the marriage. Interestingly, they are not divorced. Nadia and the Bulgarian prince have made several public appearances together. However, Prince Kirill has moved on. Sources confirm he has been in a relationship with Catherine Butler since 2017. Catherine is said to be a businesswoman. Prince Kirill and Nadia birthed a pop star without knowing it. Their eldest daughter released her debut album, Ona, in 2023. Since then, she has performed at Primavera Sound and Eurosonic Norderslag. She has also opened for Coldplay. She is doing quite well for herself, and her parents provide their support whenever they can. Right after Kirill is Prince Kubrat. He was born on the 5th of November 1965. He is the third son of Tsar Simeon and Tsaritsa Margarita. Kubrat has kept a very private profile. He pursued a medical career and has worked as a surgeon since 1990. On the 2nd of July, 1993, Kubrat got hitched to Carla Maria de la Soledad. They had 3 sons, Prince Mirko, Prince Lucas, and Prince Tirso. Prince Constantine Asen is the 4th son in the family and has followed his father's business footsteps. He works as Barclays country manager in Spain and is married to Maria Garcia de la Rosilla Gortazar. The couple welcomed twins, Prince Humberto and Princess Sofia, in 1999. The Spanish royal family is close to the couple. Prince Felipe is Sofia's godfather, while Constantine is the godfather of King Felipe's daughter, Sofia. Princess Kalina is a controversial family member of the royal family. She is known for her edgy fashion choices and her little controversies. She has had issues with alcohol, got an infection from a dental procedure, and a driving ban. The princess is far from the prim and proper image of royalty. With her new look, she has taken a different approach to life. The princess said, "A bad lifestyle. Drinking alcohol, smoking, overeating, and sleeping little leads to a day with less energy and poor or premature aging. Good nutrition, 8 hours of sleep, and good training are the keys to a healthy lifestyle and being in shape." She has dedicated time and effort to keeping in shape and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. But the risque fashion is not going away anytime soon. Next on the family tree is Prince Boris. Boris would have been an apparent heir to the throne if it had not been abolished. He is the oldest son of Prince Kardam and Princess Miriam. Prince Boris, like his aunt Kalina, has had his eyes on art since he was a young boy. He is a talented sculptor and guitar player. He is still single but has been linked with a few women. Princess Katharina Amalia, heir to the Dutch throne, is one of such women. The pair have been friends for a long time and have attended events together. Boris or Katharina has yet to confirm if anything is going on between them. His brother, Prince Beltran, is the youngest member of the Bulgarian direct royal line. He lives a private life. The children of Tsar Simeon are living proof that the pressures of royalty can hinder an individual from living the life they want without fear of public scrutiny. What do you think about this eccentric princess and her rich family history? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do not forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to this channel.